Have you ever walked into a brand store and got excited because you saw all the clothes offered at very low price, as low as 50 or even 30 ringgit? How is that possible? Livia Firth once said that fast fashion is like fast food. After the sugar rush, it just leaves a bad taste in your mouth. It means that even fast fashion is admired by many people due to their up-to-date fashion. It will leave a very bad impact to various factors. I am very sure all of you once have shopped from a fast fashion at least once in your lifetime. As a teenager myself who always follow the current trend, of course, I've shopped fast fashion before I learned more about them. This is what got me interested in the topic. Fast fashion, a new brand, trendy apparel that sells at very low price. Fast fashion allows customers to find the perfect clothing at anywhere and easily to buy online. For example, Shein, one of the most well-known brands in fast fashion industry, upload an average of 6,000 new styles on its website each day, providing customers with an unending supply of new goods to purchase more quickly, more affordably, and easily than ever before. So, as per my topic today, should fast fashion be stopped? I start by telling you what actually happened to individual and environmental if you continue to support fast fashion. There are still so many people who do not know that the dark side of the fast fashion and how did fast fashion happen. The issue of child labor and low-paid worker has become one of the problems in fast fashion. Forced labor immediately falls under the category of human trafficking because it's overtly involved forcing people into poor working conditions, such as unequal remuneration, dangerous work setting, and even gender-based violence. The research that I found is that there are school children who have been sent to factories to work as forced labor. The kid had to work long hours with required overtime in hazardous situations. For example, in China, it was claimed that underage workers were forced to work at the Longfa Shoe Factory in China, Guangdong Province, which is managed by Taiwan's Din Shoe Company, which is a shoe supplier to the famous Nike company. Most surprisingly, both countries denied the allegation that underage workers were being employed and stated that the practice was against their corporate policy. In addition, according to a global labor activities group that tracked factory working conditions, more than 400,000 garment workers have not received the minimum wage since April 2020. 85% of garment workers earn below minimum wage and only receive 2 to 6 cents in a commission for each cloth. Furthermore, despite working on average of over 60 hours a week, most employees are not even paid for overtime. Next, fast fashion will cause environmental issue. One of the reasons is clothing has undoubtedly turned into a disposable item. As a result, producers are creating more and more textile waste. For instance, synthetic fiber like polyester, which are made of plastic, are not even biodegradable and can take up to 200 years to break down. Next, most countries that produce clothing have dumped toxic wastewater from the textile factory directly into the rivers and cause water pollution. The toxic elements found in the wastewater are lead, mercury, and even arsenic. The use of fertilizer for cotton production is another major source of water pollution as it heavily pollutes runoff and evaporation. This poses a serious threat to the health of millions of people living along the bank of river and aquatic life. I'm sure that you can see the need to stop this fast fashion, but you might be asking, how can we change the world and be careful in what we buy? Let me tell you, you can choose for a sustainable and ethical fashion brand. One of the best ways to make sure your clothing choice did not harm the environment or people is to pay attention to where you shop. Not only will this keep your carbon footprint low, but it will also help promote fair labor practices for people around the world. Sustainable brands pay attention to every step of the supply chain when producing and selling their products, from sourced recycled material to ensuring garment workers are paid for wages. Check out eco-fashion business and buy from them if you want clothes with more eco-friendly design. For example, business that use recycled accessory is an effort to be more sustainable. Choose an authentic small firm that focuses on fostering a sustainable culture by starting with less production. If you often shop to refresh your wardrobe, buy used clothes from the thrift store or charity shop. You can find affordable and unique items at your local providence store, resale shop, or even online marketplace. Used clothes are becoming more and more fashionable. Buying second-hand clothes is amazing for your budget and the earth. You have further use of the tube because there is no need to produce another garment. At the same time, you have the custom clothes from ending up with the tip to rot or burn, releasing poisonous or carbon fish into the atmosphere. You can see that it isn't difficult to stop the fast fashion. Now let's look at what may happen if you choose to support fast fashion and what may happen if you choose not to support fast fashion. By stopping the fast fashion, it will give you benefit not just for yourself but also the environment. You will save money in the long term. Although the price of are more expensive than the usual fast fashion clothes, you will still spend less money over time because you will buy fewer clothes that last longer. When we think about the many poorly made items we bought, it all adds up on how much fast fashion waste we can collect long-lasting shirts from sustainable brands we love. The problem arises when you still support fast fashion and it will be difficult to contain because it gets many connections. Clothing manufacturing can produce a large amount of greenhouse gas emission. By now, you should already know why you should stop the fast fashion nowadays. As you can easily see, stop supporting fast fashion can be one of the most important decisions you will ever make and the greatest contribution you could ever give. By doing this, you can change the future of your upcoming generation and planet. Fashion industry become more profitable with a positive way and brands. So, should fast fashion be stopped? The answer is yes if you agree that your t-shirt should not be inferior to your morning coffee and you care about the environment and human rights. Buying clothes from ethical and clean store like thrift store and boutique not only eases your concern but help put to an end to fast fashion and the industry that destroy it. We all have the power to make positive change. So what are you waiting for? It's better to be late than never. Thank you.